The biggest portion of our DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, is from early farmers from the Fertile Crescent or Neolithic Iranian people. We also have a significant amount of DNA from Austroasiatic rice farmers and family South Indians, followed by the Proto-Indo-European and Tibeto-Burman. The most ancient inhabitant of the subcontinent was the South Asian hunter-gatherer people. Then, with the spread of rice agriculture, Austroasiatic-speaking rice farmers from Southeast Asia entered eastern India and mixed with the locals. They spread the language and culture and modern-day Santhal tribes. Meanwhile, in the west of the subcontinent, Proto-Indo-European people were genetically absorbed by larger Indus Valley people after they successfully spread the culture and language. Modern-day Bengalis are the result of a mix between Indo-Aryan language-speaking people from somewhere in northern India, early farmers from Fertile Crescent Proto-Indo-European South Asian hunter-gatherer, and local Austroasiatic tribes like Santhals, and Tibeto-Burman tribes like Chakmas. The Bengali population is called a hybrid population. It is difficult to analyze the ethnic identity of the Bengali nation. No research has been done in this regard. The information available in history is also unreliable. Bengali social history has failed to maintain objectivity on the one hand, and has also complicated the narrative and the issue. The blood of various castes has flowed in the veins of the Bengali nation. Due to this, some theorists have called the Bengali race a fake race. Reasons why the Bengali race is called a hybrid race below are the ethnic bloodlines that exist in the Bengali population. It was discussed. 1. Early Australian influence. Early Australian influence exists among the inhabitants of Bangladesh. They are one of the indigenous people of this region. Their physical characteristics are similar to the Dravidic people of Sri Lanka. Their physical characteristics are a long head, broad nose, black skin color, bent shape, or medium-sized Southals of Bangladesh. They are also tribes, and such physical characteristics can be observed in some plains people. 2. Influence of Mongol Dravidian groups. The indigenous people of the Indian subcontinent spoke Dravidian languages. There is disagreement over whether Dravidian and Vedi are the same or different. Again, Mongolian influence is observed on these tribal Vevid Dravidians. Mongolians are pale in color, with round heads, small eyes, and high jawbones. Influence is more or less seen in the population of this country. Ridgely hypothesizes that the Bengali ethnic group has Mongolian influence. Again, looking at their skin color, nose shape, eye structure, etc., Dravidian influence is also present among them. So according to Riffle's words, Bengalis are a hybrid population influenced by Mongol Dravidians. 3. Influence of Aryan speakers. The Aryan caste merged with the pre-Aryan peoples who came to Bengal. Therefore, many people think that the Aryan-speaking people influence the people of Bangladesh. The characteristics of Aryans are long noses and brown or narrow eyes. Their influence is observed among Brahmins, Vaidyas, and Kayastas. 4. Australian and Dravidian influence reveals the identity of the Hindu ethnic groups, i.e., the origin of their religion and culture. Niranjan Roy has given information. According to his information, the religious practices of the Aboriginal Australian and Dravidian tribes, through many changes, came into Hindu society. Therefore, those early Australian and Dravidian influences are significant in the formation of the Hindu ethnic group. 5. Alpine, broad-veined, light brown to dark brown complexion, body length medium, nose somewhat thick and dark brown to black hair, and black to brown-gray eyes are typical features of this ethnic group. Another name for the Keptoplavic, a tribe. From France to the Urals, these ethnic groups live in Central Europe. The presence of people with this characteristic can be seen in the Indian subcontinent, Central Asia, and the Indian subcontinent. 6. Influence of Namotu and Apollinaris. Viraj Shankar, the eminent anthropologist of the Indian subcontinent, divided the population of the region into 6 groups. According to him, among them, Negrobtu and Alpadanaran had considerable influence on the Bengalis. 7. Influence of foreign Muslims peers, awliyas, and their followers came to Bangladesh from different Muslim countries. So it is assumed that those countries, especially Turks, Afghans, Mughals, Arabs, Abyssinia, Iran, etc., are Muslim. The people of the country have a proposal, although this proposal is not very effective. Influence of Europeans. Many people from the European continent came to Bengal for trade. Among these merchant groups, the English East India Company later ruled the subcontinent for about 200 years. Hybridization developed an influence of European populations among the populations of the subcontinent, which more or less exists among the Bengali population. 9. In terms of physical features, tall, curvy, long-headed, round-headed, curly-haired, straight-haired, Kandanak, Tikalonak, high-jawed, broad-jawed, round-eyed, pale, Gaur, Shyam, Krishna, Gora Krishna, all types of appearance can be seen in us, which carries the identity of our mixed race. 10. In terms of class occupation, hunters, farmers, merchants, soldiers, missionaries, coolies, laborers, and various types of people, sometimes driven by their own needs and sometimes driven out by other human groups, have come to Bengal for thousands of years. Hard to do over time, a hybrid nation has been created due to the welfare of the bride-daughter mother. Finally, it can be said that the influence of different ethnic groups has existed in the population of Bangladesh since ancient times. As a result of mixing with different ethnic groups in a diverse environment, Bengalis have become a hybrid or mixed race. We are mixed-blood people of Austro-Dravidian, Mongol Negrito, Aryan-speaking, Alpine, etc. We freely admit the influence of the foreigner, and the heathen.